Hi guys, this is my basement. And this wall in the basement I like to call a brass wall. Everything out here I went ahead and found in the river, and it's all brass, of course. This right here actually isn't brass. This is actually copper. The bottom is lead. And they would go ahead and drop that down into a tanker hold, and they would go ahead and bring it back up. And it would tell them what temperature the oil was inside the hull of the ship. This ring right here is a Hounds band, and all these around the outside edges are for when they went ahead would run the guide cables, go ahead and hold it in place. I found this. Oh, actually, this was found over the Canadian side, over by where, let's say, Standard Oil would be. This would have been found out like where the Seaway, no, let's say the, like Pine Grove Park area, right there where the water filtration plant is. This right here is a nut off a prop. You can see where it's got another gash in it right there. I think when it fell off of another blade of the prop, it probably would have had caught it and made that mark right there. These right here are all ends on fire hoses, and they would go ahead and wash down the ship or cargo hose with it, or the chain anchor. And what I think they lose so many of the dang things is they throw them over the side, and as they would walk back, they go ahead and shut the valve off and just keep beating and then fall over the side. I've actually got 3 of those that are steel. Got those outside. This is a general alarm bell that I found just south of the wreck of the Juliet. So I believe that came off of the Juliet when it went ahead and sunk in the St. Clair River. That would be just about where Vandenberg Street would go ahead and hit the river. Kind of near Mercy Hospital would be. And this right here, this wrench would be used on the hatch covers, and it's off of the tanker Winds of Light. I think that's the old name, like Winds Are Light, which would be off of an old sailing vessel, but it's actually off a tanker, and that's why it's brass. All the tools on a tanker are brass, so you don't go ahead and get the spark that would go ahead and start a fire. Even like the shovels and stuff on a tanker, they are brass. The crescent wrenches are brass. Screwdrivers are brass, and then brass doesn't last very long as far as like a screwdriver. I found that over on the Canadian side near the fuel docks also. This right here would be a protector for a light there. I think that came out of the river. Let's say down between Marysville and St. Clair, along the Stag Island area. And I've got several actual brass bells there. And I don't remember where I found those. They're all out of the St. Clair River. This right here is actually a exhaust for an old power boat. I found that down there in the South Channel. This right here is a prop blade off of a steamship. You can see, how large it is. It's also heavy. And I think that probably when it had hit a rock, and it went back and forth till it finally broke off. Here's a large prop here. Went ahead and found this one here. Would have been old Marine City, just south of north of where the beach is. This one right here I found in the South Channel. Down near the end of the South Channel where it's got the old and the new cut come together. This prop right here is a 4-blade prop. I found that just out in front of Russell Island. This one right here is found in Marysville near the boat launch there. This one right here is another one I found in let's say Marine City, between the power plant and Marine City, as far as the downtown Marine City. This one right here I found in Port Huron, pretty close off to let's say near Pine Grove Park area. This one right here I found this summer, and I found it down in the South Channel. I've got 3 portholes, and portholes are very hard to find. There's not too many people that do find the portholes, but I got lucky and I found 3 of them. This one right here I found, which would have been right where the Hollyhock sits out in front of the Hollyhock, more towards the center of the river. And you can see where the glass is, where it's been getting ate forever with the sandblast in it. This one right here I went ahead and found in Marine City, which would have been south of, let's say the DNR boat launch. This one right here, I went ahead and found in Marysville, and that was over in between the aggregate yard and Marysville Park. That's a nice one. That's an old one. See how it's got all the sides to it. It still opens up, and that's got slight sandblasting on it. There's an old sign. I went ahead and found a porcelain sign. I actually found that in just south of the Diamond Crystal plant. There's a lot of stuff down in there, and I found that down there. Yeah, so there's a lot of the stuff here I found in, that's all out of the St. Clair River. A lot of great finds. There's a old chart I got from down there to the South Channel, North Channel, Middle Channel area. Do a lot of diving in this, in all these areas here. There's a Will St. Clair, or not Will's. That was a Garwood boat there. Another Garwood boat there. I hope you guys enjoyed this here. I got, like I say, a lot of finds out of the St. Clair River, and there's still stuff out there. You can't say that everything's been found already, which it hasn't. Have a good day.